child, then you're back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with a childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on. Into the black light, exit the madness. Oh, you came to the black light, exited the madness. You came to the black light. You might want to start paying attention on this next verse. You came to the black light. Just give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is the plan to see you chewed up and shed out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on the get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt you to remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, Irie. I volunteer, know the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy. Yeah, you see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick, you a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean. Yeah. Yes. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And would you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat? You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or till we get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not them idle cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled rats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah. We need some 3 parts on this, man. So, I can't carry my boys at chorus. Come on, line up. Yo. We need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Get to the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week, intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head, let the past stay dead, and keep a level head, and don't be misled. Remember most of what I said, I'm hot like times in a rock, but you got us hot from working on the block.
By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What is it right for the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it right for the man to gain the world and lose his soul?
Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media panned it. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk, I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz, your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool.
Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it right for the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is the problem?
Ancient tiny secret now. Ooh. Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class, partner? Wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and which will knock you down. Yes, but we gon' bring the light, yeah. A Max B production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live back. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black? Can you picture that, Mr. Aristocrat? I'm coming from the bottom, rising to the top, and conscious is the tone on the CDs I drop. I won't flip-flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the song before I hook your ass. See, we first class living, worse than slaves of the earlier days, and we adapted the ways of the slave master. I stand upon it, the very rock which put your people in bondage just to get 100. The big face kind, and it don't matter if it's making people lose their freaking mind. That's why I'm speaking mine, hopefully to change yours, to pull you out of these streets from these drugs and strange whores. Huh. Is anybody there? Is there love out there? Is anybody there? Is there love out there? It's like we died inside, no longer having pride. We're still for rides, a new skill to hide. And like the red tide, go and get our heads dyed. Rebel against the laws in the cities we reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide. Eat chicken many ways, but prefer it fried. Like your man on death row when his relatives cried. It's death a mistake because somebody lied. And we can only pray that Christ is by his side. Convicted on the statement implied with no proof. Now will the warden cry that he killed another youth? I truly doubt it, that's why we stay in the booth. Just cause it ain't enough, we should demand and show proof. And if they overlook our voices, then we raise the roof. Which one of y'all do? Is anybody there? Is there love out there? Is anybody there? Is there love out there? Let's see, and hopefully you can teach your people like seeing that I feel like I'm a slave, maybe. Slave, yo man, you made a serious mistake, slave. What how you handle me, homie? Slave to the system. Yeah, that sound like a winner right there. Come on, come on. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. Hold up a minute, fam, let me ask you this. Did your last promotion offer you an ass to kiss? Hashtag for this. I know a better way, and many honestly wonder why you bastard shit. Your heart's got to be right to make it from here. For animosity and hate, you can place it here. No time for pity. We partying all the way. No time to be the victim. We got a call to take. Keep it square and watch God fall the fake. A linebacker reads well before they call the play. Hoping you all would say, hoping we all would pray. Invest a little bit of time in the taller day. Forget the ball and play. We got stakes on Israel with much more beef than the Shaw can say. Now that's the scholar's way. No lust for the cause of throwbacks. In fact, give them all away. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. Inside my circles are deep bows and little Urkels, and need no brown types with no remorse if they hurt you. Many out to take you, plotting schemes for your paycheck. And no, I'm not a snitch just because I come and say that. Look, dude, I don't play that. When my boy G-Lo was killed, you know you saw me on the news. If you choose to look way back, so stay back. I'm militant like Osama, intelligent like Obama, and you can ask your mama. No need to wonder. I'm like the 10th one under the commission of the author of life. When I was younger, I would do what a thug would tend to do. And if you got the last lick, quickly remember you. Our lives change, but still things remain the same. Slave masters got these brothers' brains and chains. Yeah, I'm feeling your pain. And out in life, seeing your praise, but not seeing the change. We in the sin made slave to the system. Then I broke free. Though I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. Slave to the system. Then I broke free. Though I may not be with.
Jones, what's going on, beloved? What's happening?
A slave to the system. Then I broke free. Though I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system. Then I broke free. Though I may not be with,
I don't really wear no socks, so put on the cotton. 1970. 1979? 8? My feet haven't changed, so I wear a 9.5. I can wear a 10, but 9.5. These are from, like I said, Washington Street, Newark, New Jersey, 1979, 1980. I think I bought like 20 pair, so I've been running through them. I got some old ones. I got some of the original ones still that I've worn. They're like that fan. They got a hole in it. Look like something in one of those, you know, drunken kung fu movies with his toe sticking out. So that's how, when we trained, we did not wear socks. So, you know, the slippers always sliding off. We were always outside. And sometimes, and the inside is where you learn techniques. Where the Sifu, let me go ahead and pause this. We don't need this. Our beloved brother's magnificent music. We didn't need that, and we always practice like Green Dragon Hapkido Kung Fu School. That was the first place that I was introduced to a form of like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Even though it was Hapkido, it was more or less, the guy was from Brazil. Let's leave it at that. In East Orange, in New Jersey, dark as midnight. But anyway, when I practiced Kung Fu back then, we always did it on a rooftop, hot, feet burning. Out in the back, it was a big, like, 10-foot, like, bamboo wooden fence. And inside would be the techniques. We learned finger hand applications, throws, tosses, how to fall. In all martial arts back then, you learn how to fall. Not just to slap on the ground, not just that. You learned literally how to fall. Whether it being coming out of a toss, landing on your hip, which could break your pelvic bone. You learn how to fall. And we use that in tumbling as well, for those who aren't aware. But we never wore socks. And Sifu, just like Grandmaster Cam Lee, said, in order to fight on the earth, you must move with the earth. And he used to look around and says, so why would you wear socks or shoes? Now, remember now, we're talking about those of us who stepped on nails and glass and sticky birds or bullheads, whatever you want to call them. And another ran over, vines from rose plant, them things, man, listen here. So fear is not just a concept. It's something that we were nurtured in without being nurtured on the other half, not to be fearless. So when you have a good seafood, and that's the reason why I bought so many of these, and I don't like wearing socks, because it says, well, if you're attentive and you pay attention to what field and what land you're on, you won't get stuck. Dandelion root tea. Today will be that. After this, while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and have my teaspoon of black seed oil, and then I already have it's stowed. I don't use the microwave no more. I stopped completely. It's unplugged. Somebody buy it, they can have it. It's pretty damn good for nuking. Then I'll have my sour soap tea leaf tea for the rest of the day, besides my fish stew, which has cloves and 7 Japanese spice, cayenne. It's with peas, no Brussels sprouts. I didn't want that. Mushrooms, red bell pepper. It's cod, just to let you know. And I'll partake and sip on that. And that's going to be it today. Today is about resistance and maintenance. I'm not going to get into the femoral artery bleed of what's going on. I find it paramount and very intriguing that when we look at the signs of the sacred secretion or flatlantis, a plethora of information out here. When you think about Operation Paperclip, when you think about Fishbowl, when you think about Arthur Kessler's Facts of Facts, when you look at the benign narrative that's painted by the enemy to utilize it as a weapon to which they've educated you in, you get away from the ringing cedars. You get away from Anastasia, the czars. You get away from the kings and queens. They established their own one king and queen, and you see it all over the place. And because of colorism, everybody's become the victim, even those who are put at the so-called top of a false white superiority that's plagued by the very own individuals that look like them, but sometimes don't always think about them because it's all a lie. When you think about the Constitution and the Confederacy, that is what this land is. It is a confederacy of the Republic. There is a constitution, and there is no democracy, no democratic value or vote, because democracy is what you see everywhere. It brings coup d'etat, which the CIA, Mossad, MI6, and all the other plethoras of group organizations steeped in Masonic Satanism. That's what it is. I would like to see one of you Masons stand up and battle me and try me on this. I said it's about balance, but you people are ill-equipped. I see people being rewarded for the lack of better terms, the obedient slavitude, and they are just ecstatic. I see this through and through, and it is such a deep perversion. And I guess people think that because of my niceties and their pleasantries with me, that I'm supposed to, how do you say it? Bow to the bullshit? Never. I will speak as I've always spoken. I don't care about any reward, any self-gratuity, thinking that there's something other than you that makes it possible. There is no God as you think. Creator or creation, you have no idea about. It doesn't need you to give it thanks when you exist. I am so tired, and it's always the wayward women pushing this God shit who are most exceptional, and these wayward Negroes who are just fall down because you know what, they have something to prove in the effeminate nature of themselves. I would have figured that some of you would have gotten it by now. For you pale skins and you Mongols. Now, I am not indifferent because I know there were a few. But right now, there's a plethora, and you won't challenge me either, neither one of you. I call the fake-ass Chickasaw Nation. I call the fake Cherokee Nation. I'm the one that talked to that fake-ass Cherokee chief, the one that said, okay, yeah, there are black people who are Cherokee. It's not with African bloodline and all that. You think you did it? The Creek were nothing but niggas. No pale skin, and damn sure on the East Coast all the way to Louisiana, no Mongolian. And that's what the fuck y'all are, regardless of our bloodline in you. You came as conquerors and you got fucking conquered, and the ones that used you betrayed you, and you run around on patches of land or on mobile trail homes, and you think you know anything, you think you know something, you don't know shit. Fuck what your mammy and your pappy said. The Seminole were never Mongol bloodline, except for those who got from over there fighting because they were tired of fighting for a lie and joined forces with us later in the fight. But besides that, nowhere in history were you motherfuckers in Florida, or Louisiana, or Georgia. And you damn sure ain't down in Mexico, motherfuckers. Except for the so-called whiting out, which is no such thing as that goes. Those are brothers of Latino, Spanish, some because of the TRU bloodline of those who survived Command and Conquered, but now look a little different, joined in. And I have nothing but respect and a abrasive blissness for them. Why did I do what I did? How many of y'all know about Yoholomiko? Okay? Or the Afula River. That sounds African. That's not what it is. This is what these worthless, see, that's why I would like, for some of these, and I reached out to some of these niggas, they're not going to sit there and talk with me. Some of them ain't even who you think they are, but they know better. That's why they're hoping that something works to get rid of me. But y'all don't have a friggin' idea. Y'all don't have absolutely no clue. Chief Elfulu, based on the river of the Miko clan. Y'all know what he looked like? Now, I know a lot of y'all seen the whitewash narrative, right? I'm going to show you the white. Holy shit. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a Chippewa. Some people say one and one's the same. Da, 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 da. I'm going to show you a Creek Indian. Okay? Now I want you to, and these are paintings going way back. All right? I'm going to show you, because a lot of you don't know to go to High Rod Starks, Alameen, what is it called? Library of Congress. When I was in the Library of Congress, I didn't see not one Mongolian. What I saw was hybridized, or our pale brothers, all Indians, and us. Mongolian brothers. I ain't see y'all nowhere in there in the original history, in the original books and texts, until this little fake-ass French European Gajar came along and started doing portraits, and y'all started wearing these big war bonnet because he was a faggot. He was wanting to beautify everything. And now y'all run around with these big things on. Even our people chose to wear it to say, no, not them, it's us. When they were at the Franklin House and all everywhere they took pictures and with Coolidge and all those people. That's right, my people. And you're not going to debate me about my great grandmother because she was teaching a lot of your people how to be Indian. I've just had enough. When you look at the Creek Indians in the 19th century, and that's the 1800s, everybody's going to go, well, who are them people now? Man, please. Y'all allow it. Y'all allow it because of your ignorance. And I'm so done with y'all. So Yoholomiko, Chief of the Afula, right? That's him. None but a nigga. That's all they was. All Creek was a very dark people. It was written in time immortal. In France, in Europe, everywhere it's known. Except right here, What kind of bizarre world is going on here? Y'all know what they call Leaning Tower of Pisa's? That's not what it is. Oh, but you know that, right? Here goes another picture of Chief Miko. Okay? Alamy stock. Okay? Let's look at this right here. Oh, this one right. Excuse me. I just had enough, man. I had enough. And some people say, well, what about? This is a Chippewa. Okay? Wait till you see this one. This is a Chippewa. Not Mongolian. A lot of people don't even know the real name, but I'm not going to get into that because I like for them to start arguing and fighting. Okay? I like to hear arguing and fighting because it shows me how stupid it is. He goes to another Creek Indian, okay? These are ones in my, what you call it, that I'm pulling up. Now, I know their names, but it's not important. Okay? I believe him to be half French and us. Facts, not made up. Facts, all right? Because I know a lot of people like to run around their little made-up damn world. And what they did over a period of time was they said, we're going to whitewash it. And he got lighter, about a tone and a half lighter than this one I'm going to show you right now. Let me see, what's the search on? All right, I'm going to pull up the right. I want to get the lighter version, not the light version, because they just kept on with it. Oh, my goodness. You just won't believe it. Where's it at? And don't get in them fake books called Indian tribes and this, that, and other. We don't deny the presence of individuals, but what history does, it placates and tells a lie. It takes the conquerors and makes them Indians. Oh, it has, and it's done it everywhere. They even tried it in Australia. Look into it. And it didn't work out too well. Too many women, and thank goodness, even though they were ugly and all with it, were behind them stopping the extermination of the indigenous or the autochthonous people of Australia, which we call Australia today. You can't make this stuff up. I just had enough of listening to these monkeys run around playing us as if it's supposed to be wiped away in 80, 90 years. Like, yeah, like we're not supposed to all of a sudden exist when we knew people over there. Man, I'm so tired of these bastards. And then they think you're supposed to respect them because they argue and fight and all this other YouTube glorified nonsense. Man, nobody cared. Nobody that knows cared. It's those of us that can shut you down with this fake ass government y'all still lean on perpetuously as if it's supposed to be your savior or grace. And it is not. You better know when to stand down with your fake toughness and everything else. Because I saw some comments coming from some of you monkeys, did a background check, some people know you. And then I said, oh, really? So then I said, well, give me their phone number. So I have 3 phone numbers. I will fly them here. And I'm going to call 3 of them. And I'm going to get some more phone numbers. And if you want to come up, when I call and invite them, you're welcome. It's not going to be no stupid acting. It's going to be a sit down. It's going to be a conversation. Because see, they're not willing to do that. Why? Because some of them aren't who you think they are. All right? It's one thing to talk all tough online, and then when you get in front of somebody, you realize, oh, things are a little different. Because I've had enough of it. And they just whitewash history. This fake ass government, these fake ass pale skin, these fake, you know who. Okay. Here goes. Let me make sure this guy's who. Yeah. I don't want to pull up the wrong stuff on you guys, okay? And have you mismanaged with some other narrative that never existed. I want to pull up the right one. Where is that? Because I don't know about you. Some of you, I don't have no emotional feelings bound. I'm just tired of stupid fucking people. I really am. Y'all can't even imagine how stupid they are. And it ain't your fault. It is nowhere your fault. that they have become this damn stupid and benign of truth because they want to hold on to something. You want to see what a Nafulu Miko tribe Indian looks like? One of ancient who they couldn't tell couldn't say she was African American and all this other dumb shit. And I told you the copyright, the patent owner of that is one of them Jews. Them lies. One of the 13th tribe. Fact check that. Okay? I'm gonna show you. I just want to find this one picture that I was looking for, man, earlier, because I said I got to show y'all a picture because that's what y'all need. Yeah, you know, I can sit here and talk all day, but I have to show you because you know how that goes. I mean, y'all seen the Myths of the Cherokee, right? Baby Go Slaughter, if you come in here by James Mooney, go ahead and order that book, Myths of the Cherokee. It's a pretty decent book. And you know, it plays the drum line, but I think you may like it. Oh, I got tons of books, but when I hear that, when you think about Ayoanini Shwimwa, that's one of my relatives going way back. And I know y'all gonna be like, what? Yes, that's one of my great aunts. I don't like getting into stuff like this because then you get into this intrepidation, this persistent. I know some of y'all look at me now. You're looking at my face. You're going, okay, well, you kind of can mend in with them. Stop it. Don't ever do that. Okay. I'm here not to benefit nobody, but to enlighten you of who you are, but more so what you're capable of. To which you keep passing by as if it's some all right goddamn thing. All right. So where's he at? So they changed his picture, right? So I'm going to find this picture again. From a Creek Indian, right? I want to show you where they whitewashed him at. All right. This is Creek. That's a nigga. Just because it's painted like that don't mean nothing. Melanated, no black, and French. The pale skin Gujar. Here goes another Creek Indian. This is an actual drawing. It's a nigga. Don't worry about the hair. Y'all forget what we were able to do. I got pictures of our of people with their hair big and fro-like, looking like Samoan. And then when they lay it down, and you would think that it was perm. Well, at the time of those pictures, there was no perms. And I know people have a heart. Here goes a whitewashing. and you would think, because it's not Alamy. This is like 50 years later. You know, this is what they do. When you look at insiders, right, and you see the whitewashing of our heritage and history by the Gujars, because they couldn't conquer us, then they would marry into families for peace. You know, remember I was reading about certain kings and queens, how they would shake hands, and the bride and the groom from different tribes or clans would offshoot, and the offspring would be the bond or the seal of the treaty. Well, see, the Gujars don't give about none of that. They use that as a weapon against us. So ergo, okay, and they would betray their own people. This right here is a real Miko Afula. This is a real one. You want to see another real one? That's one of my ancestors. Where's it at? Okay, I'm about to scroll all the way down for that one. God, man. Okay. They did so many changing and portrait changings. It is beyond it's beyond comprehension. Okay, here we go. Wow. And you don't think some of our people who are nurtured in ignorance didn't betray their own folk? Use the dummy. That's all I got to say to that. And stop listening to them damn people who don't know no better, who are disrespectful. All they got is anger and mouth run wild. Man, you either invite them to the gym. I don't care about them learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. A lot of you sisters need to be quiet because you can't fight one lick. No, trust me, you can't. Y'all need probably 1 or 2 generations after y'all gone to get them back in tune, because y'all just got nothing but goddamn mouth. And you would sit there saying, he's being hard on us. Yeah. Now, I like to show pictures, and then I like to see them fake asses run around and go and trying to debunk something, right? So Georgia State University Library has this one picture, right? When you're talking about the military. Let me see here if I can pull it up. I'm gonna show you the other pictures. And so Sylacuga, Sylacuga, or G-A, Salagua, Alabama, okay? Now, they're always going to sit there crying, young African Americans, right? These are not young Africans. These are the Miko people as well, okay? Ain't nothing African about that, tribal. This is in the 60s when they tried to paint us out as African Americans, taking all these children. Some of you would think are orphans with no family heritage, because it's lost. So the Gujars, oh, we call them Jews. That's what we're going to use. It doesn't mean about the bad, because there's many good ones will tell you who you are. Y'all just haven't come across them because you don't spend time actually, because they're worthy. They'll look, and if you don't know how, if your conversation isn't worth right, the ones who know you are, they're not going to tell you. I was afforded to be able to grow up around them and listen to me, and every once in a while, I'll get a few, besides my uncles, who will come out, you really know who you are? Yes, I know who you are. I'm not in that boat. And they'd be very direct. And they wouldn't talk too fast either. All right? I speak on a plane of facts. And we're not even talking about me, because that's something you'll never be able to understand. I want you to stop. I keep saying you. It's like you're weak, and it's always you goddamn sisters. Some of the brothers are acting like the sisters too, and I'm gonna mention some of your name if y'all don't straighten it up. And if you're so badass, obviously it's effeminate, I'm gonna put you on blast, because it's gonna change. Everything's changing except for the mentality of those where it should. Most Pelicans, if they weren't so arrogant in their ignorance, they would kowtow and start realizing, okay, I need to get with our brothers and sisters, and we need to change this. But because you have all these, how many of you have been noticing a certain police that look a certain age and they look empty? They looking at you, but there's no emotion to feel. Who remembers those 3 fucking so-called Mexicans pull the brother and sister over? Ain't had no drugs. I think you can buy weed in California. They weren't high, and the motherfucker tried to use that excuse, smell like marijuana, you look like you might be high, which that's nothing but a Mr. fucking demeanor. In Cali, all right? But pulled him over and he wasn't high. Not only handcuffed him, lied to him, searched the car, telling him they weren't. That's why I said it's important to know these punk-ass liberal cops that mostly are gay, and some of them aren't what you think they are. They are from under the ground, y'all. I ain't talking about what you think, like slee stacks. I am talking about them children. Raised totally different. Given a real good, what you call the health. They can maintain some of the things going on up here. All right? And they are put out there only to generate an indifference and to subject you to the most heinous of things, even in the simplest form. Some people started to see videos pulled up from years ago with people without guns. Everybody knows a cell phone on the floor where they shooting the motherfucker 10 to 15 times. Where's the Black Panthers and the so-called churches and all these motherfuckers? Where's that African nigga and the Muslims? Where they at? They're exterminating your people, and yet you still sit there acting like everything's all right. It's not all our Latino brothers and sisters. It's not all Chinese. You got Chinese motherfuckers here who have been trained just like them. They're in top physical form. You motherfuckers want to stand a chance with your greasy ass barbecue and drinking. All right? Smoking your fucking blunts and everything else with your scary ass selves. Always wanting to fight yourself because you can't handle somebody else talking to you. And you Peckerwoods ain't going to say a goddamn thing because I'll set your ass ablaze. Right where you're sitting at. Because you ain't got yourselves right. And you still got these fake Jews. You got these, I can't call them fake because they are. That's their shit. I mean, you need to get past it. But the ones who are using it as a cover, they're not Jews. All right? That's what you're not getting. You then, brothers and sisters. These motherfuckers don't know the first thing about what you then is. All they do is act regardless of bloodline. Okay? I got tons of goddamn pictures of all kind of individuals. Some I snuck and took with the little camera back in the 80s. You know, the one you just... I was taking pictures because you couldn't take the book out of the library. We couldn't take it out. I was like, shit, they're going to get rid of these motherfuckers. I was one of the ones that put the first picture up when I was over there in the Museum of History, the History Museum over there in Germany. After eating my big ass kielbasa sausages, drinking about 100 pints of beer, trying to get where, you know, trying to get where Elsa with tatas out of here about 3'5", they could carry 100 fucking men on one shoulder, on one breast. I mean, I was, yeah, okay, but anyway, I was taking pictures, and so I showed them. It was in the front. That's when some brothers on TikTok said, "No, Red, that book is." They put it all the way in the back now, showing you the Book of America. Who do you think's on the cover? Same thing in Italy, Palermo when I was there, Sicily, and a few other places. But y'all want to argue with people on your land because they just can't let go and accept the truth. Have we ever changed when we got the truth? What they did to the sister and the brother, the few that's there, the survivors of what this government did, to sit there with them dumb racist fucktards and all them fake churches and all them niggas down there who could tear Oklahoma the fuck up. I'm not advocating violence, but what I'm pointing out is a fact to show you docile. Fluoride's still working. You know, more 97 countries don't put fluoride in their water, and you think it's not working. Oh, you get your little feeling and emotion. You want to say something because you think you're smart. You ain't smart. You ain't take the right move to fucking stop certain things. You ain't nothing. But what am I doing? I'm the one that's been doing this shit for a long time. When your ass just started wiping your ass and getting it clean a few years ago, coming into this narrative. Maybe 7 or 10. Maybe a few of you. Some of you are just outright goddamn lied. I can smell you a mile away. It's getting cold. I gotta drink it while it's warm. Dandelion root tea is good to drink when it's warm. Don't be buying no gold dandelion root tea in some plastic container with lemon or something. Do not do that. That's just stupid. All right, hey, what's up? Y'all just popped up. Yeah, LaMarcus, you already know. Fuck them. But that's not what it's about right now. That's when you come across them and they don't want to change, or they haven't heard the messages, or you don't know how to bring the message over without acting like you some super Saiyan out there calling yourself an Israelite Jew or some shit, looking like something for Vegeta and Goku and Krillin and all them off of Dragon Ball Z. You know, when you know how to take the message and deliver it, and people just and if they get out of character, because that's what you're dealing with right now. That's why not everybody's meant to speak, unless you really, really have knowledge, and you can do some other things. Okay. Let me shout out everybody. Snill, what's up, love? Hey, baby. Delusions, Ganja, LaMarcus Harris, beloved Charles, what's going on, beloved? Alicia and Cooper, what's happening? What's happening, beloveds? What's happening? But anyway, right? Yeah, don't be on here swearing, please. But yeah, like I was saying, the world is your damn table. Now, what kind of meal have you been fixing? It is your table. You got a table mat on it. If you want to have some petroleum-based shit, fine. Table mat right there. All the ones we used to make out of hemp and wicker. Well, yes, I used to watch some of my relatives make those table mats and put them together and put them out for Thanksgiving. Every year they make new ones and put them out. Mama had them stacked up, and Grandmama Tina, great-grandma was like, why are you still holding them? You supposed to take them out and burn them. Mama going, I don't remember what burning them things. Mama, you just trying to hold on to it. Times has changed. Mama Tina took her daughter, my mama, grandma, took them things out in the backyard, dug a hole for about 10, 15 minutes, put them bitches in there, threw some kerosene, some lighter fluid on them. We had lighter fluid back then, and threw a couple of coals in there and burnt them down to ash. And then she went out there with that billower. You know, a billower is a thing that got a little thing, how they used to get things going. She went out there and blew the stuff everywhere. Y'all got to start making change, man. Y'all keep getting these fake little rewards, these little tokens of something. Because of your pain and suffrage, you believe that is tantamount to who you are. That's what means something. These motherfuckers are so dumb. I could have been sitting up on a mountain somewhere, y'all. Y'all wouldn't have heard shit from me. But if you that would have came, you would have got the story. You would have knew everything. Because these y'all are dumb like them. I'm not beating you down. If you feel like I'm beating you down, then feel that way. Who am I? Who are you? Right? Let me go rinse this out because it does stink to me. It's beautiful, it's poignant, but it stinks to me. Damn it. What in the holy fuck? Oh. Oh, it's ready, Papa. You ain't getting none of that. All right. You hanging out, huh? I'm Philip the water thing too. Get one upstairs, all right? So anyhow, yeah, dandelion root when it's sitting in the mug and the bottom part, the granulars, it stinks to me. So this is sour soap leaf tea. I actually used 3 leaves this time, and it's pretty warm. It was sitting up there for about 2.5 hours. Oh, that's good. Anyway, I'm not gonna show no more pictures, man. I'm just not. You know, some of y'all know I'm not in the meme stuff and all that other stuff and this. But these I don't have nothing to say nice to say to them. These bastards have changed your history and lied about it, and it makes the ignorant who have not accomplished the goddamn thing, who haven't invented shit, haven't built nothing, feel like there's something because of Hollywood. And then when you read George Orwell, right? When you read this shit right here, let me see if I can pull it up on here. Let me see if I have it on here first of all. First off, I might have it on here. I don't know. I keep a lot of stuff on my phone. Some of the things I put over here, I just have over here for the sake of. But I'm more like a lot of the pictures when they start asking who is what and what is who. I say, okay, I'm gonna show you the best I can. And another reason why I'm not putting it in the screen, like where you can see it right there, y'all really stare at it and mess with your retina. See, that's how intelligent I am. Well, you know, listen to this. Fortunately, some are born with spiritual immune systems that sooner or later give rejection to the illusory. Listen to this. I want you to pay attention. Fortunately, some are born with spiritual immune systems. Spiritual immune systems. That means something that protects their spirituality, their source, their energy, their light, their hava. All right? That sooner or later give rejection, push away, discern to say no, not today. to the illusory worldview grafted upon them from birth through social condition. That's talking about the majority of the people. Some of you are very disciplined unknowingly and unwittingly, but yet it's natural. And that you reject anything coming from the outside buoyancy of lies that don't really float, or for some reason seem to be hanging around with tapestry. They begin sensing that something is amiss, afoot. Something is going on. And start looking for answers. They have a better requirement. They need something that's fulfilling. Not any and everything is going to be accepted. Okay? Inner knowledge and anomalous outer experiences. Something that is intriguing. That's why I share some of the ones with you, of mine. Okay? Show them a side of reality others are oblivious to. And so begins their journey of awakening. Each step of the journey. So there is no woke. There is no awoke. Awakening is not even just a process. It's not even a process. It's something that eventually is going to happen to everyone. Some slow, some fast. When we say slow, I mean we're talking about slower than a turtle that got 10 miles away from its turd that may have blown a millimeter because of the wind slow. Like, for real. Okay? Each step of the journey is made by following the heart. That means what you thinking with. This is a Rolodex of knowledge and information. What do you think with, people? Instead of following the crowd and by choosing knowledge over the veils of ignorance. Knowledge is nothing but the things of information. A library. It's a Rolodex, y'all. The brain floats in the chasm of fluid. It doesn't sit on anything. It literally floats. The Christ factor of that is visual. All right? The Christ or crystalline fluid. You have a gut feeling and then you act on it. My heart pushed me this way. I love you. So is that in knowledge, or is that something that's based on a feeling? Where does this feeling come from? You think it comes from here, right? Because you think. That means you're searching your Rolodex, but you're not pulling out the correct information because you didn't know it was here. I was supposed to come on and just read, and I was like, I got to do this. There's just no way around it. I didn't want it. But it's not my plan. It's not my plan. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give a flying. I'd probably be sitting there pushing for everything to happen. I'd be like, get me, I'll sign in. Have them biff me, blah, blah, blah. Share all this information, da, da, da. But seeing how I know the end, ain't nowhere in the world I'm doing that. And I'm grateful that they don't know the end. So that way everything happens how it's supposed to happen. All the stupidity, the ignorance. I mean, Pocahontas, oldest black community in the world, and yet you still have idiots running around. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. But I'm almost. I think it's here, man. And you have these frauds, and they think it's okay because they're doing the little sickly things and they can get away with it. They can do the satanic and this and go on to the little meetings and, oh, at least I only had to go to once or twice a year or whatever. They think that it's all going to work out well for them in the end. And that's how crazy. And it's not subtle. It's not subtle at all. It's crazy. And I adore it. I enjoy the fact that, you know, that's where they're at. Because it keeps me, yeah. Let me pull it up. I like that one. I never even thought about that one. That one quote, but that's not the quote. And y'all already know it. I've shared it 100 times. That's a good one. Yeah, this is just what it is. So I'm gonna show it to you because I forget I had albums in my photos, and I was just being dumb. I can't just have many albums. I can't show you. So one of my favorites, and I was in the wrong place. He who controls the past, really listen. He who controls the past controls the future. He who controls the present controls the past. The point. Let me see if I can. Why is that looking like so shitty? Excuse my French. Okay. Why is that? Why did it then? What the hell? Why does that look so shitty? All right, I'm gonna get rid of that one. I'm gonna show it to y'all because they're gonna be like, "What are Red talking about?" All right, I'm gonna turn this off, man. Okay, so I can read it. So right here, the point is that I can read it, but it's real crappy. All right, and that's not how the picture came to be, guys. So I don't know why it's like that. But here's the real one that's in another album. This is in my Instagram album. So I just had to pull it up. The point is that this is more legible, right? This is more legible. Let me read it. I really enjoy George Orwell. The point is that we are all capable of believing things which we know to be untrue. And then when we are finally proved wrong, impudently twisting the facts so as to show that we were right. Intellectually, it is possible to carry on this process for an indefinite time. The only check on it is that sooner or later. The only check on it is that sooner or later a false belief bumps up against solid reality, usually on the battlefield. So you gotta die to accept the truth because your narrative of ignorance is supposed to supersede everything. Just like the people who are doing their best to hold back this, they think they're going to be okay. The persons, the humans, the CB, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. They don't get it. They getting it too. They ain't no comeback for them. They ain't know what they've got to see. There's no. Every record has been destroyed or falsified. Listen now. Every record has been destroyed or falsified. All right? Every book rewritten. Okay? Every picture has been repainted. Every picture, not one or two, every picture has been repainted. Every statue and street building has been renamed. Every date has been altered. And the process is a continuing factor day by day and minute by minute, second by second. History has stopped. Nothing exists except an endless presence in which the party is always right. That was George Orwell in 1984. Ergo, the reason why he who controls the past controls the future. He who controls the present controls the past. Don't lament on this. I don't need your brain to become inoculated to where you're giving this power. I'm not lying to you that you're right now, y'all the ones that are creating the wars. You can sit there and you can deny it. But listen to me. You are creating the wars. You want me to prove it. See, that shows you the consistency of your enamored, arrogant ignorance. Keep partaking in the show. Keep enjoying the show. Don't worry, we're going to come back and read real soon. I just wanted to come on early as I possibly could. I actually was up like about 5:30. Knees stiff, elbow tight, but because I was exercising, doing things I probably shouldn't have done for a couple of days. It's not that my body's back. It's just that it is what it is. Okay? The requirements I have, I can't push on people and individuals. No guilt trips, no nothing. What I need people here, and they choose an absurdity to abscond, and to ignore even what is within them. And they don't know what they're doing. And I cannot force nothing. I cannot make things. I can. But then it would, how would you learn? Sometimes you have to learn on the battlefield. The battlefield isn't always people mortaring and dropping bombs on each other. The battlefield is the life you live. When you hold on to lies, when you convince yourself this is what you're supposed to do, when you're waiting for the same outcome, either way, it's going to happen. Instead of allowing yourself to come into fluidity and be part of the water of coming down hard and coming down soft, being that glistening, beautiful thing that's supposed to exist. And that's not me being selfish. I'm a very selfish individual. Not greedy. God dog it. Nor do I have control. I just kicked over my Chinese slipper, flip off my feet. Nor, what you call it, going to bring my leg up. Nor am I inconsistently consistent on that narrative. I just know that some people are going to get things. Some people are going to realize things. And some people are going to be thinking. And they're going to think wrong. And they're going to always make the wrong choices. I'm not giving that energy. This is what I continue to see. Now, I could point out 12 different things. And I wrote a lot. But I can point out 12 different things from people saying they're coming to visit to now it's this way or this one or excuse this way or that or this. And there's a brother who's waiting, and he's not really waiting because I'm actually there with him. But sometimes you have to start doing things on your own until the latter happens because anything can happen. I might not be here by choice in a day or two. I ain't telling no suicide. Yeah, that's y'all's world. That's lame ass dumb. But anyway, y'all not getting it. And the fools, the things. Well, in the state that you're in, if you believe, because obviously you don't know, that you have it all locked in. And what's my purpose? So I'll just come back and read books until whatever's going to be. All right? I'm getting tired of sharing information, saying things that can liquidate certain things, but fundamentally, the majority of people are pretty effed up. And so today I'm going to get a notification. I'm going to go and see if my aunts or any of them paid attention, because lately they've been kind of quiet. Or my cousins or whatever. That's the terms y'all use. And certain other individuals, see if they actually snapped out their coma or they're still running around fluid in their little, what y'all call it, the matrix, their life of a lie. Whenever I go over and I see the same individuals doing the same stuff, and they come over and they watch my videos and I can tell how they speak on things, and they don't never, sit there and their decency and say, well, you know what I'm saying? They don't have, when people hype themselves up on these platforms, not only are they telling the enemy a narrative and showing that the enemy is in control of them, they're being disrespectful of self, of that sentient existence, of the immortal portal. They are being disrespectful because they want calamity, drama, and clashing, that they cannot remove themselves from it. And let me help you with having those things, calamity, clashing, and with having those, you're not going to sin. It's not enlightenment. That is a room of turmoil that you can't seem to remove yourself from and close the door and move to the next, to get your way up the beaten trail of knowledge and known. A place that's consistent with the natural order of things. To get to where there's only one door. And in the door, and you realize that when you get to it, it's not a door at all. There never was a door. So you're dealing with this facsimile of all these doors. Because you choose to embark on this that you have been steeped in. As if it's going to solve something. It's not going to solve anything. You debating, arguing, these little groups. People keep sending me these things. Join this group. Blah. No, I don't care about your little goofy groups. I never did care about your little goofy groups. I created two groups. One was about martial arts. The other one was about the actual people. I turned it over to my brother Lloyd because I didn't want nothing to do with it, because I saw that people weren't getting it. The original orthodox, I saw people just weren't getting it. And that was just for information that I could later go on and do some lives and have discussions and read information. When I saw that people were in such turmoil, and someone might say, because you think you could think for some others, well, why didn't you just hold on and stick hold on and stick through for what? That's what's wrong with a lot of you niggas now. What I just said in the beginning. You're holding on to a world that is fake. You're still allowing things you think is appreciation to have to be, you know, have this conviction for, and you're still obedient goddamn slave. They're showing you that you're still stuck. All them doors, and every time when you open one, when you close one door, God opens another. Oh, looking so stupid. Yeah, your ass is opening it, but you don't know that you don't have to open no goddamn doors. You need to start closing these fucking doors, because these doors, all they do is harbor more and more and more lies. That's my philosophy for today. So I'm gonna finish this tea, sit back, get ready to eat my fish soup, come back on and read. And you know, we're eternally bonded, people. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Believe means not knowing. Some may say otherwise. But I'm not here because I want to convince you of something. There's others doing that. Balance. And right now, this is them, and this is you on the teeter-totter of life. They got your asses so high in there, you can't even, look, you couldn't even put, look, your head, shit, listen here. Because you are supposed to be the one that's grounded. And this is all those that conspire and those in ignorance. And sometimes, while you're sitting over here or high, all your clothes and suit and your big ass head is over here. You got your body hanging up. I need to bring it here. It's not about numbers. Only the enemy thinks that way. You are being given passages to show you that you're capable of so much more, and you're choosing to stay embarked on that deceptive road of lies. That goes for the monkeys behind this too, that works these platforms. It's not just for you guys. We're all eternally bonded. Well, y'all are. You'll get it. I guess when you at the crossroads and you can't tell nobody else. Appreciate you guys, as always. And the read will be a good read, of course. I'll see y'all later.